I feel like we do gotta comment on this scene as it's the fallout. It's still happening even as we speak. So Kanye, as you know, Kanye 2020, hashtag 2020 vision. Kanye running for president. So he had his first rally in South Carolina. Um, you did you peep any of the highlights on the
Yeah, I
rally?
did.
Right. So as he was going in on the rally, he was making, his letting people know some of the things he would accomplish in the office if he was elected president. He said things along the lines of giving I don't know if it was single mother or just like whenever a baby was born, give that mother $1 million. Like he was saying, at first it started off okay, and then it started getting a little outlandish. I might pull something up. But then it started escalating because he apparently, folks are saying he had a mental breakdown, which could be seen. He started crying, uh, breaking down over the fact when it got to abortion, Planned Parenthood, I believe. When he mentioned, he revealed that uh, he almost his first child was almost aborted back in 2013. Um, with Kim, and that when he started breaking down, Kim tried to have sent over a doctor to sedate him, and then he also was revealing that he was trying to divorce Kim since he visited Meek in prison, thinking that something happened. Meek like said it was Cap, denies it. Kim also denies it. Like, what's going on? And then apparently now, uh, and I actually saw some updates just to just bring full circle. So then he said he was divorcing Kim. There was paperwork that was happening. And then people were visiting him in Wyoming. Justin Bieber recently was one of the people that visited him. And then now after that, apparently, after speaking to Justin Bieber, he said things are okay. He apologized to Kim. No more, like they were having issues, and now he apologized to Kim and he wants to work things out. So, you know, you tell me what you think, bro. Tell me what you think, Tax.
Honestly, like, so the Meek thing, right? It's funny because some Meek Mill lyrics like resurfaced, where basically he was saying like, oh, like it sounded like he was describing that situation between him and Kim, where basically it's just like, oh, well, like he's thinking that she's like something special, but she like really a groupie or something like that. But apparently they met. I don't remember the exact lyrics, so don't take that as like fact or anything.
Right.
But they
She might
people
look it up.
the internet doing some digging
It's the
right
internet.
that lyric, and so Meek wasn't in prison. They were just meeting about prison reform,
Right.
and I guess the alleged story is that like Kim was trying to get with Meek. Meek said nah, and then Meek gave like Kanye the heads up, like, yo, she's out here wilding or whatever. Allegedly, I don't know. Um, but I think with Kanye right now, man, like my man went on like a crazy Twitter rant, and he had like
He went nuts
he had one of the
on that
fire
rant.
lines, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. My
He
man,
really did.
my man said, "I'm at the ranch. Come and get me." And all I could think about was Cyclops in the beginning of Marvel vs. Street Fighter. My man throw off the cloak and he's like, "Come and get me."
Yes. I
I
don't
was
know,
like,
yo, Kanye. I can't. No, I'm not trying to say like this man obviously has some mental health conditions. We totally condone him having these type of anxiety attacks or whatnot. But like Kanye, I feel like Kanye is Kanye, and people got to take that
honestly,
as
yes,
it comes.
yes. But what I see is that right now you're seeing Kanye sick of like holding in all this information that he knows.
Right.
And he
That's what I'm getting.
like my man, like my man seen firsthand what it's like to live with the Kardashians. He knows how Kris Jenner is. Like, he's seen what happened to some of the other people. Like, he knows how like vain they can be. Like, and my man, I feel like he's just gotten tired of like holding on to that secret. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
for somebody like, like them, like that's kind of like built on controversy, like this helped them if anything. Like, this is gonna be on the next season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. He's giving them like a season worth of content, and that's
yeah,
what.
and I think he's just like ultimately like tired of bearing the burden of that lifestyle for them. Like, I honestly think that he's just kind of like, yo, I'm sick of all this crap. Like, the thing about the abortion is like they were saying that like Kim, you know, could have had some health complications, which I believe. But then at a certain point too, it's just like, that family's really big on image. Like, didn't Chloe get like plastic surgery and her face like all changed or something? Like,
Image, man. I'm You're not wrong. Like that, and that's the thing. It's and I'm not.
ain't she
I
like a
like,
whole different person now? Like, am I bugging? Like, wasn't there something where she like got some like plastic surgery or something? I don't know, bro.
bro. Look at forget. All right, forget Chloe. Look at bro. Look at Kylie, bro. You know, Kylie looked a few years back.
Yeah.
Like there's a point. She looks like a completely different person. Like she looked like a completely different person, and then she had all like the surgery done, and then no, yeah, after her surgery, she looked a different person. Like it's crazy. I'm trying to find what song you were mentioning before about the lyric with Meek Mill. If you that made allegedly mention something between him and Kim.
Yeah, I forget exactly what it was. Like, it's not like of great importance, but a lot of people being detectives are like, hold on, this kind of seems to confirm it. Meek Mill's the kind of person where it's just like, yo, I'll tell you something in confidence, but I don't want you going out telling people that I told you. That's how it is to me too. It's like, look, I'll tell you this in confidence because like I don't want you to go in blind, but like, yo, don't go be telling people that I told you. Like, I'm telling you because you're the homie. But like, honestly though, like, bro, you get the sense that he's just like tired of like all that crap, bro. Like, in knowing the kind of person Kanye is, it comes out very scattered and stuff like that too. But like, my man's like exhausted, bro. Like, and like he apparently he was ducking Kim's calls. Apparently Kim was like trying to talk to a divorce lawyer, man. My man just gotta let it out,
All
man.
right, man. I'm trying to see how. See, okay, real quick. I'll share this because it's just the stages and changes. Like it has happened, and I don't know how. Like shoot, this is like mad tabs here. So put this real quick. Yeah, yo, nah, it's crazy how like, and just to bring it just real quick, I was just this was just Kylie Jenner, bro, and just like
Bro, we know that.
changed a lot, bro. I mean, it's just there's a lot with I feel like there's a lot with the family that happens internally that we don't know. Like there's like the
Yeah,
speculation
Kanye
with
knows
like
all of
Lamar
that, bro.
Odom.
He was name dropping people, like mad stuff. Like, Kanye's just tired.
Bro, like, look at that. From 24, this was crazy because I was like, I remember just seeing this person all in the news, like, oh, they're like Kylie Jenner, blah blah blah, and then oh, she had like surgery, whatever, and then I'm like, like she became a different person.
I'm telling you,
She literally almost like just features and everything. She like changed races almost. Like it's so, like I don't know. People might think I'm bugging, but like no, I'm like.
bro. And that's the thing. Like, this is why, I was talking about it before. Like, being like racially ambiguous is like what's working to them. It's almost like, they look black and or Spanish, but they're not. And like that is the look that you see all over Instagram. All of them want to look like
Oh man, exactly. It's like it's with the lips, and then it's just like the cheekbones, like with the eyes, with the cheeks. Like you just come on, like come on, come on. Like from young, like how do you from this right? You grow like as like all right, you're gonna obviously go through puberty, develop. Like you don't end up like this naturally, right?
that.
And I'm not trying to knock on her. I'm just saying like you
No, and I
know,
think Kanye, also feels as if,
come on, y'all.
you know, his children may continue in that factory, the Kardashian Jenner factory. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
where it's
Because they
like,
are
oh,
pushing an image that you see on IG. Now, yeah, because
I
once that
think
happened,
Kanye, I think Kanye honestly, got with Kim or whatever, may genuinely love Kim, but thought, he could, pull her out of that situation, maybe change her perception and start like a family with them. But it's like the reality is like, yo, Kris Jenner is monetizing all of it. So Chris Jong,
ooh, he did say something about Kris Jenner too, because then Kris Jenner said something after he had that rant, after he had that meltdown. Maybe I should let me pull up some
yo,
articles to
he
kind of
called
help
her
for
Chris
people who
Jong
don't
Un,
know.
yo.
Stop.
Bro, Kanye is not lying, bro. He's out here, he might be like having a breakdown because he can't communicate what he wants exactly, but he's not lying. He's
Think
telling you,
about why he's having the breakdown. Like, what's causing him to have that breakdown? I mean, he was fine at the beginning of the rally, and then when he got certain topics,
bro,
he
when that
lost it.
abortion thing hit, and again, that's something he's held for years about, their first child. And I mean, honestly, like even in a situation like that, like, because again, that family's so big on image, like, Kim giving birth to multiple children is gonna vastly like mess up her image. Like her body may not like bounce back from that. And these are a family that like, needs that heavily monetizes their image. So like, nah, like that might be why they had surrogates. Like that's what some people are saying. It's like, you know, put somebody else's body through the birth of a child rather than her. Like,
Their own, and that says a lot because I feel like that's where the connection. I mean, I feel like there's people who have to do it, because physically, their body, like health wise, they really can't do it. But I think at the end of the day, like I think for people who really do, I can't speak. I'm not a woman, but I would feel that as a mother, you want to have that connection with your child to carry them throughout the nine months of uh, until childbirth. I would imagine, but there, for some who can't do it, they have to, turn towards surrogates. But if you're telling me, like, for the sake of, and that's the thing, I more so hear that with celebrities. Like, I hear, people who are not celebrities, they get surrogates because you have health complications, or whatever. There's some celebrities that do, but then I know for a fact that, not that I know for a fact, but I have heard that celebrities, they do it for the sake of preserving that body image. And
yeah,
potentially, like, this may be one of those cases. I mean, I feel like, we could look up stories. I know people who's like, whoa, what proof do you have of that? Come on, and I'm just shoot, I don't know. Like, did you not see interviews in the past where there's like a huge blow up over like bulimia and anorexia, like back in like the early 2000s? Like, and there's like mad interviews like with models talking about like what their diets were like. I remember like it was crazy because that it was like because it became like a mental health like issue,
yeah,
bulimia and anorexia. And I'm like, and I know I grew up watching this news, and that's why good thing I watched less TV. But it's not this is not anything new. I think the fact is imagery and in the modeling world, like what really has changed. I know people are more accepting, but at the same day, like if you're trying to, size zero, if you got to be a size zero, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah,
Like,
and the thing is, a lot of people's bodies don't snap back from having children and stuff like that. You said,
yep.
like,
So they have a lot to consider. Like, yeah, well, you don't know what's going through Kim's mind. Like, yo, I may have this child and I may be happy, but like, what if I lose? What if I physically am not where I am now? Um, that might I might put my sponsors, my money, literally her bank account at risk. And I think even as the family overall, if they're all their money is majority of their money is tied in
yeah, man.
the same place, the same source. It's a lot to consider. I think we really just we don't. I think the fact of the matter is we only know what we know. The thing is what we don't know, and I think Kanye was trying to shed a light on that. Yeah, I wish the man some help. It did look like I think it's I think what they have going on with their family. Hopefully they can work through it. I mean, it's not like I wish anything to come to pass for the Kardashian family, but you know, I think there's definitely more to see. There's definitely more to the story of Kanye just losing it at a rally versus what he was saying. And I don't know, man. You got anything else to add? I think it's just what's more to come. This I say just stay tuned.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the campaign trail is gonna go for Kanye, but um, regardless, man, like
Oh, let me pull up. Actually,
want the
keep
best for
going.
the
Sorry.
boy. You feel me? Make sure he's good.
Because I know the Justin Bieber, I want to bring up that article because now this was recently today. Um, he visited him in his Wyoming ranch, and he said he apologized after his visit from Justin Bieber. Yep. All right, I have it here. Let me just pull that up for y'all. Y'all right here. And I was like, oh shit! I was like, Justin Bieber went up to see him.
Man, cause Bieber probably pulled out the ratchets like, yo, calm that shit down.
No, he did remember when we used to say the classic? He did one of these. He just sat in the chair. I'm trying to see because I swear there was a picture of them sitting down. He did right before they had the conversation, he just pulled out the toolie and just let it sit right there in his chest as he sat back. And he's like,
Lean back
yo,
in the
yay.
chair.
Yo, yay, what's up? If the Biebs pulled out a strap and let it rest on his chest like that in front of Kanye, bro, that's the story I want to hear. That's what I want to see, bro. I want to see the savagery of the Hollywood. Let me chill out. Nah, that would be hilarious. I'm sorry. We have crazy imaginations out here in Floor Seats, y'all. If y'all don't know, y'all get used to it. But yeah, this was recently, like today. Justin Bieber went up, visited Kanye after because this was after like what Dave Chappelle went up to see him. Dame Dash, who was with him as well in Wyoming. Apparently they're like at a Target or something or at a Walmart. This is just stuff. Apparently that's news. But just that was just the update. But right after that, he was just like, "Yo, Kim, I'm sorry. Look at there's the tweet. There's a tweet. It was yesterday afternoon. Apologize." And I don't know. I think and I think he's genuine. I think he
Yeah.
did.
Cool. What I will say though is like honestly, you are supposed to defend your significant other in the eye of the public. You know what I mean? Even if
Yeah.
they're wrong, that's a private conversation. Like you don't want to put them on blast like that. Like you
And at
know,
the end of the day, it's the mother of your child, the mother of your children. You know.
yeah, like
just in
Yeah,
case
like
if you want me to go to the part
no,
with Kim.
you don't gotta play the whole thing. Um, but yeah, like to the greater point though, is like you are supposed to like defend your significant other in the eye of the public. I mean, it's bad enough like what's out there on Kim's already out there, but you chose to marry that person despite that. So like you gotta defend your significant other. Whatever discourse you guys have behind the scenes, keep it behind the scenes. Like that's the one thing I hate about social media. It's like, Kanye did social media wrong there. Like, you know what I mean? Or not social media, but like, oh yeah, that and the rally. But like don't air out your family grievances. Like I get that you've had it bottled up and you need somebody to talk to about it, but
True,
you know what I
true.
mean?
Not like no, my bad if I cut you off. I don't know if you were wrapping up.
No, that's it. I'm ready to move
All right, yeah.
on.
And I want to say this too, like at the same time, and not even like again, it feels like we're coming at Kim, bashing Kim, because it is actually it's hard to get help for um somebody does who has a mental health condition, because they themselves, they could refuse treatment. So sometimes even with Kim saying the doctor and Kanye saying no and stuff like that, like so if people I say this only for people attacking Kim, like what are you doing for your husband, stuff like that, like sometimes like her hands are full, like there's only so much she can do, because at the end of the day Kanye is also his own person, even though he may, if diagnosed bipolar, if he's a bipolar disorder, um like she said it herself, I know, in social media, like there's not much she does what she can, but there's not much she can do. But then again, I think a lot should have been handled behind closed doors. I think because that I feel like that is part of what is being in a marriage is about. Is kind of getting through those tough times together as a family, as a unit. Um, well, you guys let us know what you think about the rants on his Twitter or the rally, uh, and basically on Kanye, and basically what you think. What's next? What if there's another rally, where you think that's going to be at, and what's that going to entail?